It's the AliExpress anniversary sale, and I've got some discount codes for you down in the description below, specifically for the sale. It starts on the 17th and goes through to the 26th. There is a sale on all through March, but the biggest discounts, up to 80%, are going to be in that week there. So I've got a couple of items to look at today. Desk lamps. Now, I remember when desk lamps were great big gaudy bloody porcelain bases with horrible lampshades with tassels hanging off them and everything. We've moved on. It's the 21st century now. So everything's LED. No more incandescent bulbs. They're all a lot duller, but use less power and put out less heat. I like my old incandescent bulbs. Anyway, let's have a look at these products that we're going to be looking at today. Now, the first one technically isn't a desk lamp. I actually got this for free on the Prize Land game. But it can be used as a desk lamp, and I'm assuming so. We'll see if it's good enough for that, if it's bright enough. So that'll be the first one we look at. Then we're going to have a look at this one. This is the one I really like the look of, to be honest. The water wave effect. I saw BigClive.com. He did a teardown on one of these the other day, and it's got a little plate that moves around and just makes the light go through the diffused shade in a really nice pattern. We'll see how that looks. But there's also another desk lamp. This is the crystal table lamp. That also seems to have a nice pattern. Now, as far as I know, that hasn't got any moving parts in it, so it'll be a stationary pattern, but we'll see if it looks anything like that in the image, because they don't always. And as I say, I've got a link down the bottom which will go to this specific page in AliExpress. It's my page, and these are the products featured in this video, but you've also got the Yolanzi lights as well, which can to a point be used as desk lamps. But anyway, it's just the stuff I've featured in the last few videos. And as you can see at the top there, there's some discount codes. They're exclusive. So feel free to use those and get yourself a bargain. And in the meantime, we'll have a look at these lamps now and see if they are any good and if they're worth buying.
So these are the lights. This is the water pattern light. This is it's showing like a water effect around it, but like I say, I don't think it's got moving parts inside. And this is the camping light. These two come in the usual battered box, although not too battered. Not too bad, but they never pack things very well. I'm surprised anything gets here in one piece, but everything seems to. Okay, so we'll start off looking at the camping light first. Okay, so we'll unbox it. Okay, short charging cable there. It's fine if for these kind of things, really. The desk ones, they'll need longer cables in my opinion, but anyway. Okay, so that's the lamp. It's got the little filaments that you find in those light bulbs that are supposedly retro type things, but we never had them like that in the old days, so they're not retro. Nice little brass looking plate on the top there, and the operation button here. Okay, so we'll turn it on. A single press. Okay, that's quite a bright warm white. That's actually quite nice. Okay, press it again, goes down a mode. Oh, right, okay. And then we've got a cold white, which is not those filaments, there's bulbs in the top there, and they go duller. Okay, and that's with both on, the warm and the white lights, the cold whites, and duller on that as well. So everything has 2 modes, and then off. And okay, so double clicking it doesn't activate different modes. Holding it down doesn't activate any flashing or anything. Seems quite unique circuitry actually. It's not used the standard torch circuitry that you get in everything nowadays. That's really quite nice. In terms of brightness, let's just hold it up against with the backdrop in view as well. Okay, so it'd be hanging from your tent roof, or you could just lay this on the side. It sits down nicely. But we'll see how it looks against the back wall there, how much light it's shining out sideways. Okay, so that is putting light out sideways. It's quite directional. It doesn't cover 360, but certainly bright enough. It would light around the tent. And then if we go to the downwards mode, not putting much out to the sides, as you can see. It's more shooting it down to the bottom. And again, it's not full coverage. You can see the differences there. And if you need to light up both, of course, then cycle through. And that's the cold and warm whites. It'd be nice if you could get a model where they were all cold or all warm, but even so, it's quite a nice effect. And that would be very, very effective as a light in your tent to light the place up. It's really good. We'll run it, see how long it runs for, you know, to run it right down. Well, I won't time that obviously because I don't know how full the battery is now, but I'll then recharge it and see how much capacity goes into it. So that's the small camping light. I am really actually impressed with that. It's really nice. So yeah, give that a 10 out of 10. Okay, so next we're going to open up the Rose Diamond Table Lamp. Atmosphere making. Ooh. Let's see what kind of atmosphere we can get. It's got a on button there. Okay, so that's telling you that there's an on button on top of the lamp itself. That's good. Quite a snazzy remote control. That's a new design. I've not seen one like that before. I like it. Okay. A longer lead as well, a longer USB lead. That is very good. It's over half a metre, put it that way. It's plastic, as you'd expect. Just a basic stand on the bottom with feet. No grip though. You might have to put some grips of your own on there if it's something you worry about. Okay, so let's light it up. I presume that's showing an on-off button. Okay, so it doesn't have a battery in it then. That's interesting. Let's plug it in. Okay, so plug it into the USB. I'm trying to. Oh, right. Okay, it's touch capacity. You don't have to actually push it. It's just a touch capacity. That is a nice effect. Look at that on there. And you can just cycle through the colours with that. Okay, so it's going to go through all the modes. But we'll have a fade now. Or is that just white? No, that's fading through colours. That is really nice actually. And off. Okay, so let's try the remote control. We'll put it on the side so that you can see. Okay, so the sensor's down in the bottom of it. So red, green, blue and white. This increases and decreases the brightness, so that's at maximum now. As we go down, okay, and then we've got all the other colours here. Orange, still supposed to be orange but looks yellow, like a greeny yellow even though that's still supposed to be orange, and a greeny yellow, and oh, that's supposed to be green. I don't know if the colours are showing very well. It's supposed to be green. That's more like cyan. Then that's cyan. More blue, blue, purple, lighter purple. Okay, and then we've got flash mode. Now presumably you can change the speed of that flash with ease. Yeah. So rather than changing the brightness level now, it just changes the speed. It doesn't change it much though. What's this one? Strobe. Seems the same as flash. That's flash. That's strobe. Yeah, very much seem the same to me. I'm not sure if that does change the speed of it actually. That is just for brightness. Okay. Next mode, fade. Now, can we change the speed of the fade? That would be nice. No. And the final mode, which I can't read, smooth, which seems the same as fade to me. I think one goes, oh no, it goes right the way down and up. Okay, not a mode I'd ever use that, I don't like that. Let's have a look at it with the background in shot as well, right way up, and just see how it looks in the dark. Okay, so that's the white mode, which looks quite blue on camera actually. I can assure you it's actually a cold white to my eyes, and there only seems to be the one option of white. Let's just put it on a strobing effect. Okay, red into orange, yellow, green, and then to blue. That's a cyan and then blue, and then into the purples, the magentas. That's really nice. It's a nice effect, but it's more effect downwards rather than out and sideways, which makes sense because the bulb is actually at the top of the device. I'm not sure exactly what is at the bottom, just the circuitry I think. So it's a nice effect. It's not very bright. It's ambient light. It's not. You couldn't use it as a table lamp as the name suggests. It is ambient light. Okay, and we've got the USB dynamic water pattern light. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest with you. These boxes aren't too bad in terms of how smashed up they are. It's got the OG remote there. Okay. Now I imagine that this one will change the speed with the dimming. Oh, alright. Again, a long cable, not quite as long as the other one, but slightly over 1/2 metre, I think. There's the OG remote. Okay, now this is the one that Big Clive took apart, and there was a small circling plate in there. Just what I need another one of these. I've got about 50 of these remote controls. And they're not all the same. Some of them are actually different. Okay, so where's the power button? There's the power button there. Has it got a battery in it? No. Okay. Which is fair enough. I mean, you can run them off a power bank if you're not near to a plug socket. So we'll plug that into the USB port. Oh, right, there we go. Again, it is touch sensitive, but it's not as sensitive as the other one. How would you turn it off? Ah, right, you hold it to turn it off. Okay. So, red, green, blue, orange. That's a nice orange. Going up until yellow, which again is green. You never seem to get a good yellow with these. Green working up to blue, cyan, and then into the purple zone. It's still quite blue. Okay, and we've got the white mode there, and make it dimmer and brighter. Let's try the flash. Okay, and let's try if we can change the speed of that. That did something quite strange there. That just seems to reset it. Let's try down. Oh, no, right. So, if we put the dimness down or up, put it back up again there, it then carries on cycling through at that brightness level, which is really good because usually these just change the speed that it goes at. But you can actually make it a little bit duller if it's too bright, so that's quite good. Does it work with the strobe mode? Nope, doesn't seem to make it any difference. Oh, I don't know. No, doesn't make any difference on that mode. I don't know. Maybe if I read the instructions I'd know better. Okay, let's have a look at this one in the dark against the background. Okay, and this is the water effect, and look at that in the background. Not so much underneath the light this time, that the light is going out exactly the way I wanted it. And look at those colours. This is just the white bulb going at the moment. And those colours that are going through the plastic, absolutely beautiful. Let's put it on we'll put it on a fade mode. Oh, look at that. That is really good. It's brighter than the last one. The colours you're seeing, I've got to say, are completely different to my eyes, but it's kind of running behind. The colour balance is off. I think I've really confused the camera, to be honest with you. Where you're seeing blue, it's still purple to me. Cyan now, green, yellow, orange, red, well, sorry, magenta, blue. Yeah, so you see slightly different colours, but you are seeing all the colours. And you're probably seeing lines going up and down the screen because, let me see if I can get rid of that a little bit. No. Oh, yeah, there we go. But yeah, that is a beautiful effect. And if we have it just on the blue, that is a nice water effect against the wall. It spreads out quite a bit beyond the cube. I'd say about 4 times the distance of the cube. Green, even that can be underwater in some foreign countries, can't it? Where you have clean water. Red is more like the pits of hell. Now that's orange to my eyes. You're seeing it as if it's white, but yeah, these are really good actually. I'm quite impressed. And then back to just the white. And if you turn down the brightness levels, it's still got a nice effect going there. That is really nice. I'm really impressed. That's definitely my favourite lamp. So that's all 3 of them side by side. And I tell you what, these 2 colours, let's get rid of this. Because it's nice, it's useful, it's for camping. End of. You have to switch it many times to get rid of it, but those 2, absolutely beautiful. This isn't too noisy either. I thought with it spinning around it would be quite noisy, but it's not. And if it's sort of a couple of feet away from you, you're barely going to hear it. Unless you're trying to get to sleep at night, then it might be different. But what a beautiful effect these 2 lamps are having. And to have them, let's put that on top of that one, and then you're getting a nice effect around the bottom. No, that's just breaking things. But you could have these in separate corners even. Yeah, really nice. I'm really impressed with these 2. Definitely worth the money. That little camping light is also definitely worth the money. Really nice effects on all these lamps. So it depends on your preference. If you want the desk around where the light is to be patterned, then that's the one. Or you could, I suppose, do it that way and have an effect. Or you could just buy the right lamp for the job, couldn't you? But yeah, both very nice effects. I like them both.